Let me tell you something. Personal growth ain't an accident. You don't just wake up one morning stronger, wiser, and more successful without putting in the work. Growth is intentional, it's deliberate. And most importantly, it demands ruthless focus. If you want to change your life, you've got to stop treating it like a hobby and start treating it like your full-time job. You can't keep saying you want better, but keep giving energy to everything that distracts you. Growth requires discipline, sacrifice, and tunnel vision. The reason most people stay stuck is because they keep looking left and right instead of straight ahead. They let gossip, fear, social media, and other people's opinions slow them down. When you're truly serious about your personal growth, you start cutting away anything that doesn't serve your mission. You start saying no to things you used to say yes to. You stop explaining yourself to everybody. You stop chasing every opportunity and start chasing the right ones. Because here's the truth. Focus isn't just about what you say yes to. It's also about what you refuse to tolerate. And if you want to build the life you've been dreaming about, you're gonna have to get comfortable with being misunderstood, judged, and even criticized for staying committed to your path. Personal growth is a war. And the battleground is your mind, your ability to block out noise, ignore distractions, and keep moving forward no matter what. That's what will separate you from everybody else. This isn't about talent, connections, or even luck. This is about your willingness to be ruthlessly focused until your vision becomes your reality. Clarity is your compass. Know exactly where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you'll waste years walking in circles. That's what happens to a lot of people. They wake up, work, eat, sleep, and repeat, but they have no defined destination. Clarity is your compass. Without it, you can be busy all day and still end up nowhere. The first step to growth is deciding exactly what you want. You can't hit a target you can't see. Too many people settle for vague dreams like I want to be successful or I want to be happy. That's not enough. You have to paint a clear picture in your mind so vivid that it feels real even before it happens. Clarity forces you to make choices. When you know where you're headed, you instantly know what's worth your time and what isn't. Every opportunity, every invitation, every distraction becomes a yes or no based on one question. Does this move me closer to my goal? People will try to pull you into their plans, but when you have clarity, you stop living according to other people's schedules. You stop chasing approval and start chasing your purpose. Clarity is not a one-time thing. It's something you refine. The more you grow, the sharper your vision becomes. At first, your dream might feel big but blurry. As you take action, it starts to come into focus like a camera lens sharpening an image. When you know where you're going, the noise around you loses power. You stop feeling FOMO because you're too busy building your own future. You stop worrying about competition because you're running in your own lane. Clarity is also your shield against burnout. People get tired when they're running in the wrong direction. But when you're moving towards something you truly want, even the hard days feel worth it. It also builds confidence. The reason a lot of people second-guess themselves is because they're unsure of their next move. But when your destination is clear, your decisions become firm. You stop asking, "Should I?" and start saying, "I will." Clarity changes your conversations. You stop talking about random topics and start speaking about your mission. You start connecting with people who understand your vision instead of explaining yourself to those who don't. It turns procrastination into progress. When you know exactly what needs to be done, you stop wasting hours wondering where to start. You just get to work. Clarity also keeps you resilient. When challenges come, and they will, you won't quit just because it's hard. You'll keep going because you know why you started. And finally, clarity attracts help. People are more willing to support someone who knows exactly what they want than someone who's unsure. You can't inspire people to join a mission you haven't defined. So if you want ruthless focus, start by sharpening your vision. Write it down, see it in your mind, speak it until it feels real. Let that vision guide every decision, every move, every single day until it becomes your reality. Cut the noise, remove distractions without guilt. One of the biggest killers of personal growth is noise. Constant chatter, endless scrolling, and pointless drama that eats up your time. If you want ruthless focus, you've got to cut the noise without feeling bad about it. Every distraction has a cost. Every minute you spend on something irrelevant is a minute you could have spent building your dream. The problem is, most people underestimate how much these small distractions add up over time. Cutting the noise is not about being rude. It's about being responsible with your destiny. You can't keep giving your attention to every text, notification, and random request, and then wonder why your dreams are still on pause. When you remove distractions, you create space for deep work. You create the mental quiet you need to think clearly, plan wisely, and execute effectively. The guilt you feel about saying no is a trap. People who truly respect you will understand that you're building something. Those who don't will complain. And that's how you know they were part of the noise in the first place. Noise isn't just people. It's also habits. The TV that plays in the background while you're working. The phone you pick up every 5 minutes. The news cycle that's designed to keep you hooked. All of it steals your focus. When you cut the noise, you'll be surprised by how much more energy you have. Mental clutter is exhausting. Once it's gone, you can think sharper, move faster, and work longer without burning out. The tricky part is that some distractions look harmless. A quick chat, a short video, a small favor. It seems small in the moment, but when repeated daily, it becomes the reason your progress is slow. Cutting the noise is an act of self-respect. It says, my dream matters enough for me to protect it. It says, I'm not available for anything that doesn't align with where I'm going. Some people will try to guilt trip you for creating boundaries. Let them talk. You're not here to make everyone comfortable. You're here to build a life you're proud of. And here's the thing. Once you get used to living without noise, you'll wonder how you ever survived with it. Silence becomes addictive. Focus becomes natural. The world is louder than ever, but you don't have to live in the middle of the chaos. You can choose stillness. You can choose discipline. You can choose to guard your attention like it's gold, because it is. Every time you remove a distraction, you add fuel to your growth. And the more noise you cut, the faster you'll move toward the life you've been dreaming about. Protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your energy is like a bank account. You only have so much to spend each day. The problem is, most people are overdrafting because they give it away to everybody without thinking. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's survival. You have to understand that not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Some people only come to take, never to give. They leave you drained, frustrated, and doubting yourself. The sooner you learn to limit their access, the faster your life will improve. Growth requires energy. Creativity requires energy. Discipline requires energy. And if you're always running on empty because you're pouring into people who don't pour back, you'll never have enough left for your dreams. Protecting your energy starts with awareness. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with certain people. Do you feel inspired, motivated, and full of ideas? Or do you feel heavy, tired, and discouraged? That's your sign. Some people are energy debt collectors. They will call, text, or drop by, not because they care, but because they want to unload their problems on you without ever taking responsibility for fixing them. You can't save everybody. You're not a rescue center for broken dreams. You can care for people, pray for people, and encourage people. but you can't let them drain you so much that you can't function. The truth is, protecting your energy will make some people mad. They're used to you being available 24/7. The first time you set boundaries, they'll accuse you of changing, and they're right. You are changing. You're growing. When you protect your energy, you make better decisions, you think clearer, you become more productive, your creativity flows again. You stop reacting to every little thing and start responding with wisdom. You also attract better relationships. People who respect your energy will match your respect. People who don't will fall away. And that's not a loss, that's a blessing. Your dreams deserve your best energy, not your leftovers. If you give it all away to drama, negativity, and time wasters, you'll have nothing left for the work that matters. Protecting your energy means choosing peace over chaos. It means saying, I love you, but I can't let you drain me. It means valuing your mental, emotional, and spiritual health enough to walk away from what disrupts it. And here's the beautiful part. When you stop giving away your energy to the wrong people, you suddenly have enough to give more to the right ones. You become a better friend, parent, leader, and dreamer because you're no longer running on fumes. The world will always have takers. But when you learn to guard your energy like the treasure it is, you'll find yourself moving toward your goals with a strength you didn't even know you had. Consistency beats motivation. Build daily discipline. Motivation is great, but it's unreliable. Some mornings you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you won't even feel like getting out of bed. That's why motivation alone can't carry you to success. You need consistency. Consistency means showing up whether you feel like it or not. It means doing the work even on the days you're tired, stressed, or uninspired. The people who win in life aren't the ones who feel motivated every day. They're the ones who have the discipline to keep going when the feeling fades. Daily discipline is the secret weapon of high achievers. They don't wait for the perfect mood or the perfect moment. They work through the imperfect ones until progress becomes inevitable. Think about it. Results are never built in one big day of effort. They're built in hundreds of small, ordinary days where you choose discipline over comfort. Consistency builds habits, and habits build your future. Once you make something a habit, it no longer relies on willpower. It becomes automatic. You brush your teeth every day without thinking about it. That's how your growth habits should be. The challenge is that discipline isn't exciting. It's not flashy. It's not Instagram worthy most of the time. It's you sitting at your desk, in the gym, or at the grind while everyone else is out chasing quick dopamine hits. But here's the thing. Discipline compounds. Every day you show up, you're stacking bricks. You may not see the wall yet, but one day you'll look back and realize you built something unshakable. Motivation will fail you when life gets tough. Discipline will carry you through it. That's why you have to build routines that lock in your progress even when you're not feeling it. When you make consistency your standard, you stop starting over. Most people stay stuck because they work hard for a week, quit for a month, then start again from zero. Consistency breaks that cycle, and the more consistent you are, the more confident you become. You trust yourself more because you've proven time and time again that you'll show up no matter what. Consistency also makes your results predictable. You're no longer hoping things will work out. You're guaranteeing they will because you're putting in the effort daily. This isn't about perfection. You'll still have off days, but the difference is you won't let one bad day turn into a bad week or a bad month. You'll bounce back quickly because showing up is who you are now. So if you want ruthless focus, don't just chase motivation. Build discipline. Train yourself to show up every day, rain or shine, tired or energized. That's how dreams stop being dreams and start becoming your reality. Say no. More often your time is your most valuable asset. Every yes you give is a withdrawal from your time account. The problem is, Too many people are going bankrupt because they say yes to everything and everyone. If you want ruthless focus, you have to start saying no more often. Saying no isn't about being cold, it's about being intentional. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. And if you're not careful, you'll keep saying yes to distractions and no to your own goals. Time is the only asset you can't get back. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose possessions and replace them. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. The people who respect your time will never be offended when you say no. The ones who get angry were never respecting it in the first place. Saying no gives you space to focus on what matters most. It keeps your calendar clear for the things that actually move you forward. Some people will invite you into their chaos. They'll want you to join every meeting, every event, every conversation. But your mission is not to attend everything. It's to attend the right things. The first time you start saying no, you'll feel uncomfortable. You've been trained to be agreeable, to avoid disappointing people. But you can't build your dream if you're busy managing everyone else's comfort. Saying no is a form of self-leadership. It tells the world, I'm in charge of my time, and I won't waste it. When you learn to say no without guilt, you also stop overcommitting. You stop running from place to place with no energy left to work on your own life. Here's a truth. Your dream will require you to say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. You can't do everything and you shouldn't try. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. You'll start to see that every no to something irrelevant is a yes to your future. And when you control your time, you control your life. You stop being pulled by the demands of others and start moving with the rhythm of your own purpose. Surround yourself with sharpeners, not drainers. You become like the people you spend the most time with. That's not just a saying. It's a law of life. If you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who sharpen you, not drain you. Sharpeners challenge you. They make you think bigger, work harder, and believe in yourself more. They don't let you settle for good enough. They push you to be excellent. Drainers, on the other hand, pull you down. They complain more than they create. They talk about problems instead of solutions. They make you doubt your dreams instead of encouraging them. If you're always the smartest, hardest working, and most motivated person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need people who are ahead of you in some way so you can learn from them. Sharpeners don't compete with you. They collaborate. They share wisdom, resources, and connections. They celebrate your wins instead of secretly resenting them. When you're around sharpeners, you naturally raise your standards. You see their work ethic, their consistency, their mindset, and it inspires you to level up. But here's the hard part. Sometimes the drainers are people you've known for years. And if you're not careful, loyalty will keep you stuck in relationships that are no longer healthy for your growth. You can still love people from a distance. You can still care about them without letting them slow you down. Protecting your environment is just as important as protecting your energy. Think of it like a garden. You can't grow strong, healthy plants if the soil is full of weeds. You have to pull out what's choking your growth and make room for what will help you thrive. When you make the shift to surround yourself with sharpeners, you'll notice something. Your conversations change. You stop talking about gossip and start talking about ideas, strategies, and opportunities. Your mindset will change too. You'll start thinking more positively, acting more decisively, and believing more deeply in what's possible for you. And here's the best part: sharpeners make success feel normal. When you're around them, achieving great things isn't something rare or lucky. It's the standard. So be intentional about your circle. Your environment is either watering your growth or poisoning it. Choose people who sharpen you, because the right company will take you further than talent alone ever could. Embrace solitude. Growth requires quiet seasons. There will be seasons in your life where you have to pull away from the noise, the crowd, and even some of your closest connections. Not because you're isolating yourself out of fear, but because growth requires quiet seasons. Solitude is where you hear your own thoughts without interference. It's where you process your past, plan your future, and reconnect with your purpose. Too many people are afraid to be alone. They fill every quiet moment with entertainment, conversation, and distraction. But you can't hear your inner voice if you're always surrounded by noise. Quiet seasons are where the real transformation happens. It's where you figure out who you are without other people's opinions shaping you. When you embrace solitude, you learn to enjoy your own company. You stop needing constant validation from others because you've learned to validate yourself. It's in the quiet that ideas come, strategies form, strength builds, the roots grow deeper before the tree grows taller. This doesn't mean you cut everyone off forever. It means you step back long enough to focus fully on your growth without interference. Some people will take your quiet season personally. They'll think you're avoiding them, but the truth is you're investing in yourself so you can show up stronger later. Solitude also helps you reset. Life gets busy, stress piles up, and sometimes you just need to step away from the crowd to recharge your mind, body, and spirit. When you return from a quiet season, you come back sharper, more focused, more disciplined, more intentional with your time and energy. But here's the catch: you have to be disciplined in your solitude. It's not about hiding. It's about working. It's about using that time to grow, not to procrastinate. The more you embrace solitude, the more you realize you don't have to announce every move you make. You can work in silence and let your results speak for themselves. Quiet seasons will test you, but they will also strengthen you. And when the world sees you again, they won't recognize you, because you'll have become a completely different person from the one who stepped into that season. You've got one life, one shot, one chance to make it count. And if you're going to do something great with it, you can't treat it like it's disposable. You can't keep giving your energy to things that don't build you. You can't keep letting distractions run your schedule. You can't keep saying yes to everything and wonder why your dream is still on hold. Personal growth is not a hobby. It's a commitment. It's waking up every day with your vision in front of you, your discipline behind you, and your focus locked in like a laser. The truth is, this journey will not be easy. People will misunderstand you. Friends will drift away. Some opportunities will pass you by. But every single sacrifice you make in the name of your growth will come back to you multiplied, if you stay the course. You have to be ruthless with your focus because the world will throw everything at you to break it. Doubt, fear, temptation, noise. Every one of them will try to pull you off your path. But you have to decide that your dream is worth more than your comfort. When you know exactly where you're going, when you cut the noise, protect your energy, stay consistent, say no more often, surround yourself with sharpeners, and embrace solitude, you become unstoppable. The people who make it in life aren't the ones who are the most talented. They are the ones who were the most focused, the ones who refused to quit, the ones who decided that nothing, no person, no distraction, no setback, was going to pull them off their mission. So here's the final question. Are you willing to be that person? Are you willing to cut what needs to be cut, to guard what needs to be guarded, to say no when it's easier to say yes, to stay committed when everyone else has given up? Because if you are, you won't just grow, you'll transform. You'll look back one day and realize you became the person you always knew you could be, and all because you chose to live with ruthless focus. Now, go get it.